The idea that last night's game, I think, really does give us a better feeling about the Cowboys than we had. Now, what they do with it from here remains to be seen. There's still a long way to go. There's still 15 games. But it was encouraging. And I know it's got to feel like you had your heart ripped out if you're a Cowboys fan. You let yourself believe you were going to steal it. It would have been an epic night. It would have been an event for the age. It goes back to what we talked about yesterday. The team with the bravado, the team with the swagger was the old Buccaneers who came on the scene when the Cowboys were the team with the swagger and the bravado and the attitude. And they would beat you 45-0 if they had a chance to do it. So I think the Cowboys should be proud of what happened. It's the best loss you could have to start the season. They weathered the storm. I think I heard them mention last night that the Cowboys don't play a team that went to the playoffs last year until Week 11 when they play the Chiefs.
Right.
So they could get on a roll here, and they have plenty of reasons to feel good about what's to come.
Yeah, no, they do. I think, like you said it right. It's really encouraging with the way they look. Even defensively, you saw it's definitely markedly better than last year. Again, I'm not expecting it to be like the Dallas Cowboys defense of 92 and 93 or, back in the day of the 70s. But you see that Dan Quinn's at least got the group together where they're not going to be a pushover. They're not. They got, some decent personnel. We saw DeMarcus Lawrence pop a few times last night. Got a sack, got the strip on the Ronald Jones fumble. So he popped. That was encouraging. Micah Parsons still looks the part. So there's a lot of things I think to be positive about that Cowboy football team. And yeah, the way their schedule sets up, it's they're going to be a player. It definitely changed my thought on their football team. There's no question. To where I thought, no, there's no way they'll win the NFC East this year. To now I go, okay, Dak Prescott is hitting the ground running, better than I thought, and yeah, maybe they can win the NFC East after all.
One last point on the Cowboys before we pivot to Tampa Bay. I posted something last night before the game that someone had made a gigantic wager on Ezekiel Elliott scoring a touchdown last night. 75,000 bet to win 140,000 and change. And there was a moment down near the goal line where Zeke caught the ball near the 2. His momentum took him out of bounds, and then they ran the ball to him, and he got painfully close. So whoever that was, now, my guess is there's a lot more than that $75,000 floating around in the bank account. But still,
I would think so.
To have it hinge on that, Zeke did not get to the end zone last night. So the house wins, as sometimes
as usual.
It tends to do. Yes.
Right.
The Bucs won as we expected, but not. But before we fully pivot to the Bucs, I was getting very nervous, Chris, because before the game, we all across the board
kiss
go
of
Bucs,
death.
Bucs. And I don't know if Drew Brees said this during the show, but when we were rehearsing yesterday and we were doing the picks segment, he said, the last primetime game in Tampa, everybody picked the Bucs too. What happened then? Yeah, that was when the Saints went down and beat the crap out of him. It was funny. It was hilarious. But we were all on the Bucs. I was getting very nervous because we'd have been dealing with that all day long.
Definitely. I thought the same thing. I mean, yeah, I was like, oh, gosh, it is the kiss of death. And we got burned like that on our football night in America, maybe 3 times last year, 4 times, where
at least
we all went. Yeah, we all went chalk and picked a team, and of course, then the team that wins the game likes to put us on social media and tell everybody what idiots we are.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.